G'day everyone, Johnny Man here, and welcome back to a series that people have been long requesting to return. It's the Survival Challenge, No Man's Land, whatever you want to call it, series where I start off with stuff all cash and try to make a living out in No Man's Land. Now, since the previous episode, oh boy, that's been a long time ago, hasn't it? About, I don't know, a year and a half. Yeah, last time I recorded on No Man's Land, I was on the old computer. Yeah, since the previous episode, of course I ported the save games and all the mods and stuff that I was currently using over. We are now down at $531, if you can see in the top right hand corner. And we now have a front end loader for the tractor and a drill, which I have chopped down a couple of trees around the back there, which I'll go show you in a minute, to raise the funds for the seed drill, and we planted the field there to soybeans. Now we're just gonna back in the seeder into the shed, back the combine drill in. And we'll need to, no, don't need to unfold it. I just need to drop it down, drop it off, and we'll be good. Yeah, and we planted some soybeans into the field, so now that's all planted. We'll just speed up the time a little bit here. And I'll go show you what I've done. Now, of course, around the back here you can see this is where we were the previous time. We cut down a couple of trees here, and I do believe that I knocked some ones over the other side too. We're going to need to continue to knock down some trees to earn some funds, because now we need to raise funds for a header and also a sprayer. As you can see, those two stumps there I knocked down. I do believe that I tried to record the footage, but it corrupted or something on the old computer and I didn't transfer it over. Whoops! And yeah, that's where we're at. So this is going to be, this is going to be a start to hopefully continuing this series. This is probably going to turn into my final FS19 series ever, after of course Negan Farms, which we will transfer to after MM Millennial. As for the Lone Oak series as well, that series has come to an end because I realised that I achieved the big experiment of breeding 50 pigs, but if people want to see that back, feel free to drop it in the comment section down below. Now, before we get to the rest of the video, please do hit that like button, because it will help me out big time. And if people do not hit that like button and do not subscribe to the channel, then YouTube does not really like that. So please help to prove YouTube wrong by smashing that like button. Alright, now we're going to go knock over some more trees, and the rest of the video is going to be a time lapse, because, well, it's going to be a bit boring having me warble away for about 20 minutes or so. So I feel like let's do a time lapse video, and I reckon I'll only start talking again at the end. So, hope you enjoyed the time lapse. Let's get to it. saw in the time-lapse there, we cut down some trees, threw them in the chipper, and we raised enough money to buy a header, a FAR M66T. It's a trailed combine harvester. This is what we're going to be using for the time being to harvest whatever crop we put in that field over there until we raise the $30,000 plus whatever, how much the header costs. Let me just take a look here. Yep, plus the 5,000 needed for the header front to buy the self-propelled harvester. Then we also bought a trailer because we needed a trailer, and we also bought a Fiat tractor alongside it. This tractor has 65 horsepower, and we'll probably use it for carting the header around. If we can just look in here, it requires 40 horsepower. This has 65, and because the Fiat is much slower than the 4040, the 4040 will most likely be carting the trailer around. Alright, so without further ado, I do believe this is going to be where we finish up the video. We'll just go park the trailer somewhere around here. And just spin round. Try not to jackknife it. I'll just leave that there, and then we'll park the header in the shed. And then the next time we return to this series, which hopefully should not be very long, we'll be harvesting. I'll skip time in the meantime. But until then, if you have made it this far into the video, please, once again, do hit the like button if you haven't already. And if you want to see more from the No Man's Land or Farming Simulator or real life farming in general, we have that too, then do be sure to check out the other videos in my channel. Remember that subscribing helps, boosts my ego, and it helps us out big time. So, till next time, see you later, everyone, and catch you next time. See ya.